build something together. Stop by and say hi. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. See a high around 71. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies with a low around 58. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies with a light breeze. An afternoon high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in to the debut. Well, it's not really quite the debut, but it's the debut because we got an official name for it. The Ticket Tennis Hour with head coach of Nebraska men's tennis, Peter Kobelt. If you guys want to join in, 402-464-5685. That is the Sartor Heyman text line. We're certainly going to talk Nebraska men's tennis, what's going on and what's coming up for those guys. But before we do so, I do know Peter Kobelt, not only a Nebraska football fan, but a college football fan in general. And we'll just quick get your thoughts. Tough loss for Nebraska, falling to the Michigan Wolverines, make the losing streak to ranked opponents 0-28. I believe Rutgers in the Big Ten is still at the worst. I think there's this 40+ at this point. Still, not a great area you want to be in, but at the end of the day, was only a 3-point loss. What are your just overall thoughts watching that game and then when the clock hit 0?
Yeah, I mean, I was there, so it was a great crowd. Had the bussing with the boys there.
Shaved
I
his
think
hair. I don't know if you
Josh
saw
Pate was there, I guess, and I saw Connor Stallions was in the crowd. For anyone that wasn't,
Was he actually?
He was actually there. Yeah, he showed up at the bussing with the boys show the night before.
Okay.
I went to it and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. He's actually here. So
Well, it would have changed my score prediction if I would have known that ahead of time.
So yeah, I mean, it was obviously a tough game. I thought the team showed a lot of resolve. They were down multiple times in the game. They got it back, and then Michigan would kind of hit them with a quick shot. And we kept fighting back, and we kind of just ran out of time there at the end. But that's the team. That's the mentality that Coach Rules brought to the program. He's, the team's constantly fighting, constantly working towards getting the win. I think Michigan, without being a super big expert on football, it looked like they kind of did the football things maybe a little bit better, tackling, blocking, controlling the run game, all things that are important to do in the Big Ten conference. So I thought Dylan looked well when he had some time to throw back there. I think there's a few things they could do better on the offensive and defensive lines, but it's still super early in the season. Michigan, that's a program that has an identity for years and years and years now. So that, for them, they're kind of in a rhythm, even with a new head coach and missing their head coach. Here's what we do. This is how we're doing it. And I think we're still building that here at Nebraska, but like I said, a lot of positives. Special teams was great outside of the missed field goal at the beginning. I thought Coach Rule had a lot of nice adjustments in the game, handling the last minute of the first half.
Yeah.
Giving us a chance to go down and score, throwing the Hail Mary and it coming, that's coaching right there, so all of this comes into play. So I think there's a lot of positives, and early on in the season, that's our first real big test against a Big Ten powerhouse, and it didn't go our way, but I think they have some more stuff to work with now, and they kind of know where to maneuver from here. So
at least there's some things to learn in that loss. You never want to walk out with a loss, but to your point, it felt like things that are controllable on the bright side. Tackling, that's something that you can fix. It's not a skill issue where it's just you just lacked fundamentals on that play, and it could always be worse. I always look at, it's not always nice to compare, but we could be Illinois, waking up on that Monday after they took an absolute beat down from Indiana. I think the final score was like 56-7, and that was a Big Ten ranked. A lot of hype on that one. Did not go Illinois' way at all, and Kurt Signani kind of put the foot down. But you take what you can out of that loss, 3-point loss. When you got tennis players that are going through tough losses, or you got a team where you just had a tough day, what are the kind of first things that pop in your head where you try to make sure they learn something from it as opposed to just feeling bad for themselves?
Yeah, I think it depends on how you lose.
Yeah.
Losing isn't all the same. I think if the team goes out there and they go out there and they hold the team philosophy, they hold the standards, they go out and compete, and they do everything they possibly can to win within the rules, then you pat them on the back and you say, hey, like that, you were a Nebraska Husker. You did everything the way you were supposed to do it. We've got to get better. Here are the things that we got to do better. But as a coach, that's all you can really ask for. But if they don't hold the team philosophy and the standards, and they're not doing everything out there to try and win the match within the rules, then, that's a different locker room discussion, in my opinion. So for us, I would assume a lot like what's going on in the football locker room with Coach Rule, we're starting to move on to some of the other things that we need to work on outside of, creating a good culture and standards. I think our standards are, in place. I think our guys understand what those are. We still have conversations with them from time to time because it's hard to hold those standards each and every single day. And a lot of that comes back on us, the coaching staff. But
also got a little bit more homework. Those guys coming overseas.
Yeah. I mean,
even extra unfamiliar with the University of Nebraska.
Sure. And college tennis is just different. I think if you're a high school football player or a high school basketball player, you watch college basketball, you understand college basketball, you're around it more often. And a lot of these players that we recruit from Europe, hardly know anything about college tennis. They just hear stories, but there's not a lot to watch on TV. Unfortunately, it's not a super well publicized sport in the United States and around the world. College tennis, tennis is, but college tennis isn't. So, when they get here, there's definitely a learning curve, and that's part of the challenge when you recruit and when you bring players in. But yeah, I mean, you can look at it as an excuse, or you can look at it as an opportunity to take some of these guys that are coming in and mold them into what they need to be successful here.
What are some of the tougher things, or I should say tougher, like major differences for those guys that like are coming overseas to getting used to what college tennis here in the U.S. looks like?
Yeah, I think so. Tennis, if you turn on tennis and you just watch Wimbledon, they play a point, they clap in between. You watch Wimbledon or French Open, or there's not a lot of energy going on in the crowd outside of right immediately after the point. U.S. Open, Australian Open, there's a little bit more, but college tennis is a wild environment. There's the players are calling their own lines. You got 6 matches going on at once. You have coaching going on the court. You have yelling and screaming from the fans, from other teams. There's just a whole lot of things going on, and you're obviously, the biggest thing is you're playing for more than yourself now. You're playing for your team, and that's a different type of pressure that they've probably haven't felt before. An individual sport, the pressure's all on you, and then all of a sudden there's more than just you on the line now. So
you also share the burden too at times, which can be helpful and also a little bit painful depending on where you land on it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just different, and it takes time to get used to, and it's tough. I think we have 2 great freshmen that are here now with us that are doing a great job. I think they're going to contribute a lot for us, in their 4 years here. But it's tough, sitting here as a coach. I'm like, hey, like they still have to go through some of these things, these learning steps, and there's not much we can do about it until the season comes and they need to go through them. So we also have a very veteran team, so we're gonna have to rely on them a lot this year to hold the standard, to help some of these young guys come through and work through some of those freshman growing pains. But a lot of that we can take care of in the fall with some competition and practice, but then in the season it's kind of a different animal. So we'll have to be patient with them, but I think they're 2 great freshmen, and the junior that we brought in a transfer from Sacramento State understands college tennis and knows exactly what's going on, so he's able to help out with them too.
And then you mentioned when you got that many matches going on, how big is your coaching staff that you guys have?
Yeah, we have 3. But it's me and then 2 assistants, 1 full-time assistant, 1 graduate assistant. So really it's me and our assistant Brett Foreman. He came in from University of Charlotte. He played college tennis at Michigan State, so another Big Ten guy. An Ohio guy getting together with a Michigan guy doesn't happen every day.
Michigan State, at least.
So, yeah,
I don't know if it would be on the staff if it was Michigan.
That was the deciding factor right there. So north of the Ann Arbor border. But yeah, I mean, it's a small staff, it's a small team, but it's nice. Everything's really intimate. The relationships are, it's easy to have really good relationships with not just the other guys in the team, but also the staff. We work closely with the women's staff too, and we're lucky that we also share the facility with the women's soccer program. The coaches are over there too, so it's kind of our own little family over there, which is nice. We all root for each other, pull for each other. Women's soccer is doing an unbelievable job. So the last
undefeated, right?
They're undefeated, but these last couple ties, I mean, I'm telling you, 2 minutes left, and they kick a corner in from a corner kick, and they're just kicking it straight in the goal, like against Penn State, who's
number 8.
Yeah,
I think so, right?
One of the better programs in the country, and if not the favorite to win the Big Ten conference. So those girls have a lot of fight in them, and they're going to start coming out with some more of these wins soon. I mean, they're really hard to beat right now.
Yeah.
And,
really.
And that's the sign for me of a great team. Coach Walker and his staff are doing a phenomenal job. I think they have a pretty young team, and I think they're missing some of their players as well. I think they had 5, 6, 7, 8 injuries, not too long ago. So they're getting healthy. They're working through some of these things, and I mean, I wouldn't want to play them here in the next couple weeks.
Well, if you play them, you're gonna have to play the entire clock.
Shoot,
because the way these games are going, it's like last minute. You better not.
It's unbelievable. I mean, they scored 2 goals against Minnesota with 82 minutes into the game.
Watching it, me and Ridge love it, and Oh, I think it might have been. I can't remember. It might have been Harley who they had on there for his guest, and we were watching. They're down 0-2 because theirs is all in everything Nebraska, and they keep an eyes on it. By the time we get to the end of the show, it's like they tied that thing up. I was getting ready to look at the score and say take their first loss of the year, but it's a draw. It's not the best thing in the world, but you're at least leaving with points when you get that draw. So they're putting themselves in great contention. And again, that Penn State one was just gutsy on the road as well.
Yeah.
And it's just things you love to see from all programs. How special is, the Sid and Dillon Center where you guys are both at, where I want to get more and more people down there. And I know it's a big goal to fill that place up. I've been to a soccer game because what was it, Elnor Dale was, I think, the leading goal scorer. And I was like, okay, geez, I don't know if this was right here in Nebraska. I gotta go check this out. Great location, easy to get around. I have yet to check out a tennis match, though. That is on my bucket list. I got to do that this year. But how kind of special and unique is that area that you guys share? And, what's kind of the elevator pitch? Get people down there and check it out if they haven't yet.
Yeah, well, I think it's low key one of the nicest, if not the nicest facility all around.
Well kept for sure.
Per bang for your buck that we have here at the University of Nebraska. The facility's just turned 10 years old. We have an amazing grounds crew that takes care of it basically 24/7. They're in there 7 days a week, every week, which is why it looks brand new still. It actually just won Facility of the Year in the LTA, Lincoln Tennis Association. So there's an award given out to the Dillon Tennis Center on this Sunday for just kind of the tennis community, which is great. It's a pillar in the tennis community here. If you play tennis, it's a phenomenal facility. We have 6 indoor courts, electronic scoring, big scoreboard, lots of stadium seats. I think up to 250 stadium seats in the indoor facility. And then you go outside, you got 12 courts and you have another 300 or so outside. Beautiful views, great seating. Both programs, men's and women's, are working really hard right now to keep elevating the programs. We have summer camps, we have, outside events, several different things coming up that are mostly free or very inexpensive for just anybody to come and see. I mean, it's worth just coming to see the facility, to check it out for a half an hour, and if you so happen to come and watch some tennis, you come and watch. But it's an amazing facility. It's beautiful. You walk in, you walk up some steps, and bang, you see some amazing tennis courts and hopefully some amazing tennis.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. Some of those moments you got multiple matches going on at the same time. You can kind of just walk around. It's first time down there, grab yourself a beverage and just check it out for the first time. And it's not Memorial Stadium where you're going to be sardined, and you kind of pick where you're going to go get up and, go to the bathroom, go get some food to eat, because it's going to be a nightmare trying to get back into your spot. Not going to have that same problem when you go check out those matches, which is, I know for my parents, that's kind of a big deal. So,
well, I would like that to be a problem at the tennis center. But
we can get there.
I think we're working towards that. But
absolutely.
No, we do have a concession stand. This year the Dillon Tennis Center will be serving alcohol as well, along with all the other venues at the University of Nebraska. Which
so you have those red burgers too. I'm hearing some great things about those burgers. Apparently,
I haven't had a red burger yet.
Okay,
but I think I need to get one now. But we should be serving all that. I haven't been to the concession stand yet this year. I'm trying to be mindful of my diet. So even though I'm enjoying a football game or another sporting event, I try and stay away if I can. But
are you taking the Matt Rule approach where? Because the dude's lost, I don't know what it is. If I had to eyeball it, I'd guess 40 pounds. And his whole thing was well, if I'm going to challenge the guys to do this. I told him, I'm paraphrasing it roughly, but he was going to put it on himself to also work out every day. Are you putting yourself through the player's discipline, or is that just a personal thing to stay healthy?
I'm not, Harrison, and they know that too. I did my time. 29 years as an athlete. Chasing that yellow ball, doing everything I could for my body, for my mind, for a long time. And now it's my time to give back. But I stay in relatively good shape. I do some, I go up to the Fly Fitness here downtown and sometimes down south, and I do some yoga. And I just started doing Pilates with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Which is hard, really hard.
They had the guys.
Really hard.
I'm trying to remember. I need to shout. They sent Rashawn when he was with us, and bunch of the guys down there do Pilates. They came back pretty sweaty. I think they're a little more sweaty than they realized. I think they regretted, like, I probably should have taken it more seriously. Maybe bring another change of clothes, because no one wanted to be too close to when they got back to the ticket studios.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't help that I'm 6'7". I don't think
that is true.
I don't think that makes me any better on that reformer or whatever they call it, but torture device. But no, that I do a little bit of that. I'll lift some weights here and there, but I'm not super consistent with it. I need to be more consistent with it. That's how everything is in life if you want to see some results. But yeah, I Matt's got me on the workout routine for sure.
Okay, I'm always curious because you'll see coaches like Dan Campbell in the NFL. That dude's a madman. He'll be lifting with the guys, Matt Rule, and then some coaches will purely put it on themselves and they'll just have like the same regimen. Maybe not so much the diet, but nonetheless, we'll get off your own workout routine. Let's talk about match day. Last question I got before we throw it to break. What's the day look like? You got match day. What is Peter Kobelt doing? You got all those matches going on. Smaller staff. What does it look like for you to make sure you guys, where you're available for your guys and you're able to coach them up? I'm not sure how you keep where you keep your focus at. If that makes sense.
Sure. I think we try and have the bulk of our work done the week leading up, the night before the match. We'll sit down with the staff and we'll go over any last notes, any film. We do a little bit of film, not quite to the extent of like maybe some other sports where it's very film dominated. Just because each player, you're not quite sure who you're going to play until, an hour before the match sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of that, but it's a lot of notes, a lot of preparing the guys physically, mentally, making sure they're eating everything they need to, getting in the right carbs, proteins, making sure they're getting sleep. If it's a Friday night match at 5 or 6 o'clock, they'll go to class if they're home. If not, we'll be on the road. We'll hit in the morning, try and get them loose a little bit, 30 minutes or so, and something light just to kind of get, the body going, and then have them come back, about 3 hours before the match, have something, warm up again a little bit physically, have something to eat. We have our pre-match conversation where we kind of tell everyone who's playing doubles, who's playing singles. Which, the way I like to do it is wait until kind of the match is about to start to let people know who's playing and where they're playing. So everyone kind of has to be ready to go.
I was gonna say, is that the philosophy behind that? Just to keep them.
Yeah, I would. Some coaches will give it to them the night before, and sometimes, in my opinion, that if there's a guy that's not, their name isn't called, and I think they might not do everything 100% the right way.
That's a good point.
To get ready for the match tomorrow. So and anything can happen too. You go through the warm up, someone can sprain an ankle, something can happen. Someone wakes up sick. It happens all the time. So everyone's got to be ready. Our guys understand that and know that. There's a few cases where our best players, he more or less knows he's going to play, and he probably knows he's going to play at the top of the lineup. But it's really just about preparing the guys to play and getting them ready to go and making sure they're physically and mentally ready and giving them a few notes. Some of the guys like a lot of notes. Some of the guys don't want to know anything. They just want to go and play. You kind of make sure they're ready to go. And then when it's time to play, making sure that they're locked in and ready to compete for the Huskers.
Well said. And with that being said, we are up to our first break here. We'll talk some more Husker men's tennis on the other side of things. This is the Ticket Tennis Hour with head coach Peter Kobelt. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Hi, this is Tom Osborne. Join me on September 23rd and dine at your favorite local Renza in support of Teammates Mentoring. 10% of Renza sales on September 23rd will benefit your local Teammates Mentoring chapter. Teammates Mentoring helps students reach their full potential by providing a caring adult mentor to meet with them once a week in school. Thank you for your support of Teammates Mentoring. We will see you at Runza on September 23rd.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Hamann Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Hamann, when only the best will do.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's Truckload event. From September 23rd through the 27th, stop by Bonsall Pool and Spa at 3201 Pioneers Boulevard to see an actual truck full of hot tubs with special prices. You'll save up to $3,000 on all hot tubs and swim spas, as well as $1,500 on all saunas and cold plunges. Use Nebraska football's bye week well by stopping in on September 27th for refreshments and giveaways. That's Bonsall Pool and Spa at 3201 Pioneers Boulevard in Lincoln.
Hi, I'm Casey Oddie, and I'm the Retail Banking Manager at your local Midwest Bank branch on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Banking may be my job, but supporting the community is what I care most about. Whether I'm showing up at local events, partnering with schools, or helping people reach financial milestones, I am proud to be a part of what makes Lincoln strong. Let's build something together. Stop by and say hi. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. where healing begins. Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in segment number 2, Ticket Tennis Hour. Head coach Peter Kobelt of the Nebraska men's tennis program, and we're going to keep on track with men's tennis, and we're going to talk about kind of what's going on right now with the program and what's ahead of them. Right now, Peter Kobelt, what is the current focus of Nebraska men's tennis?
Yeah, so we just finished a long week of tennis. We had a UTR PTT tournament, which is just like it's a company that comes in. They have a rating system. They run tournaments. It's great. Our guys get a lot of matches. So our guys got a lot of matches last week, Monday through Thursday. It was an event for the men's and the women's team at the tennis center, which was great. Both programs got all their players in, and everyone got to play a ton of matches, which is what we wanted.
And they select the venue yearly, right?
Yeah. So each week they go somewhere different.
Weekly. Okay.
So we've had 3 of these now in the last 8 months. So they've been great. They work great with the university. They come in, they do an amazing job, and our players get a ton of matches, and we get to work with them a lot, which is great. And then that finished Thursday. 5 of our guys got into the premier tournament in Tulsa called All Americans. So they drove down Friday morning, 6 hours down to Tulsa, practiced for an hour, and then they went. We had a tough go down there in Tulsa. Result-wise, wasn't our best, but I think it was a good learning experience. It's a lot of tennis, a lot of travel, a lot on the body, a lot on the mind for 1 week. I think all those guys would have got 7 matches in about 6 days, which is a lot of tennis. So obviously they were tired and they were feeling it, but for me it was an opportunity for them to prove to me if they really understood the standard and what we expect from them. And I felt like over half of them did. And I think that was a good thing. Obviously we need all 5 of those guys to be able to do that, which is what we're working towards. But we're 3 weeks into the fall.
Right. And
we're just getting into it. We're just getting into our 20-hour practice weeks. So we're able to actually practice like you're supposed to. So I think we're building towards that. We have some time off now. We won't play again until the 8th of October. We're going down to the University of Oklahoma for regionals, which we play all the best teams in our region. You'll play Oklahoma State, Wichita State, Arkansas, Memphis, several of the smaller schools in the area as well, to the South Dakota, North Dakota, which is great. And then just right after that, we're going to have another opportunity. The same issue is going to come up. Our guys are going to have a chance to play in the Lincoln Challenger here in town, October 12th through the 19th. But the regionals goes from October 8th to the 12th. So it's going to be another quick turnaround for our guys. So it's a preview. I think this week was a preview of what could happen again later this fall. So for us, it's all about learning and how can we handle these situations better. And I think our guys understand that now. We have some more time to practice and build up the conditioning and the stamina a little bit better and focus on some more tennis stuff. So I think our guys are excited and ready for, this little 3.5 week training block where they can focus in on work on their games without having to play some matches. So exciting stuff, especially as a coach, getting a chance to break down some stuff and work on some tennis now.
Absolutely. Yeah. So. Got some tape that you can point out and actually some things to talk about. How big is the jump when you're looking for in development? Because in football, the biggest quote is always week 1 to week 2. How big of a jump can you really expect from the guys in that stretch, that 3-week period while you're getting ready for October, early October, I think is what you said.
Yep. I think tennis is very individual. We're gonna have a couple guys for sure make a jump, and we're gonna have a couple guys maybe they don't take a jump that's noticeable or visible, but they'll take a jump, and then there might be a guy, hopefully not. Sometimes there's a guy that takes a step backwards. Sometimes that's a freshman who's just getting used to the volume of everything and getting used to how everything works here. That's not uncommon, and not uncommon for the programs that I've been a part of, because we just work really hard, and that's not always what they're used to or what they come from. So that happens. That happened to us last year with one of our players, and he's way better off for it. He's one of our he'll be one of our captains, I believe, and one of the guys that we lean on heavily this year, but I think sometimes you got to go through those rough patches in order to really build up from the bottom and really have a good, strong base that you can lean on now for the rest of your career. So, I think each one of them will take to coaching slightly different. And also I have to learn how to coach them as well. We're sitting down, having some individual meetings, talking about, how things have gone so far. What do we need to do better moving forward? Obviously we have 3 weeks now to kind of improve, but really it's a race to January. It's not necessarily a race to the next tournament. We're trying to be ready to go for the season. When the season comes in January, everything leading up to that is viewed in my mind as development, even in these bigger tournaments that are coming up. So for the guys understand that, they know that, but when they go out there and play, they want to win. I know that too. So trying to have them understand and be mature and get them to realize that, hey, like, it's just a chance to get better. Each time you come out there on the court, whether it's practice, whether it's in the gym lifting, watching some tape, or playing, so it kind of just depends on the player, on the guy, and hopefully the coaches can help these guys make a little jump here and maybe have a few better results for these next tournaments coming up.
Is it a little bit different this year for you coaching, now that you do have, and not in the way of philosophy, but that you have an older team, some of the older guys that can maybe be leaders in the room, where you don't have to constantly be the guy on everyone, making sure things are getting done the right way?
Yeah, I've seen actually a lot of that. And obviously as a first-time head coach, these are the things that you would hope to see. But you really, as a first-time coach, I don't have that experience.
Right.
So I don't really know. And for one of the first things that I noticed coming back when the whole team got in town was there was some of that going on. So for me, that's a really good sign. It's obviously easy to do at the beginning of the year when you're fresh and you're excited to come back. But, after 2 or 3 weeks, doing the drills, waking up at 5 a.m. to go to weights at 6, and then having a quick snack before you got to get over to practice at 8. And then you got to do a 2.5-hour practice. And then you got to go eat real quick and go to class. Like, that can wear on you pretty quick. These student athletes go through a lot each and every day for the University of Nebraska, and it's not easy. But, I think what's most important is that they just keep their head down and they focus and they try and do things the right way. But I think the senior leadership is going to prove to be something really important for us. But I think we're having some of our younger guys start to lead by example as well too, and which is a really good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we always cross-reference football and a lot of other sports as well, but same thing. You'll hear, the football program talk about that as well. You get some of the guys in there that are used to the new coaches, that are used to the system, and the culture finally starts to set in a little bit, to where you don't have to be there every day feeling like you got to re-drill what the standard is, where it's just kind of well known. And if you're not in the room, there's going to be people in that room still keeping eyes on it for you. Who are some of the leaders on the team right now in that senior group that have really been stepping up?
Yeah, well, I think
not to single anybody
before it's pretty easy to do that in tennis. So I'll just go out and say honestly that the 5 guys that are returning have done an amazing job. They all really have. I think last year we have one returning captain. That's Henry Balisic. He's our super senior. He's doing his master's degree now. This is his last season. He's our locker room guy. He's he's our emotional leader. He's like kind of the guy that irons out any issues that happen inside the locker room off the court. comes to practice, works his hardest. He's not our best player. He knows that. He leads with it by example. He is one of our better doubles players, and we're going to count on him big time on the doubles court. But the guys respect him. He commands people's respect. I think he's, without a doubt, with our leader today, and he will be tomorrow. And then I think the other 4 guys, have a real good chance. Juan Torres Espinosa, he's a senior. He's doing an unbelievable job. Leo Linkett, same deal. He's a senior, doing a great job as well. Nico Sisoev, if he's not our best player, he's one of our best players. He's matured a ton. He's came a long way from when he first came to Nebraska. So I think you just have a lot of guys that kind of understand what the expectations are. They understand how hard it is to make jumps into start beating some of these teams ahead of us. We did a little bit of that last year with Michigan and USC, which was amazing. But we're not guaranteed to have results this year. The success we had last year is over. So they know that we have to do even better. We have to work even harder. Everything has to be really buttoned down. Dot all your I's, cross all your T's all the time for us to continue making these jumps, because the level gets higher and higher and the teams get better and better, and the number next to your name, as it gets lower and lower and lower, the X on your back gets bigger and bigger. So the fun part is going up the hill. I think once we get to the top, that's a whole nother discussion. But I'm proud of these 5 guys that have came back. Colson Wells, he's not a senior, but he's one of our hardest workers. He's gonna do great things for us. So those are the 5 guys that we have returning. They're unbelievable Huskers. They work extremely hard. They love the University of Nebraska. They're super appreciative of everything that's given to them here. And I know they would love to have you guys come out for some of these events we have in the fall, and also some of our individual duels in the spring.
Absolutely. And again, we'll be definitely shouting that out plenty as we get going along here. It's funny that you mentioned that as well about last year. That was last year's success, not this year's success. 4 p.m. Lincoln Stars back on for everybody who missed it as well. We got head coach Rocky Russo, and last year was an incredible year for the Stars. Best regular season record. They won franchise of the I think it's program or franchise of the year award as well in the USHL. Most wins ever in Stars program history, and that was Rocky Russo's response as well. Was, well, that didn't happen this year. Last year's success was great, but this year we're still 0-0. How do you kind of keep that going, where it is really easy to look back and feel good about yourself? Because last year, I think DP does a good job about this. He always hovers around programs when they seem to take off on some pretty big jumps or improvements. You got those 5 guys coming back. They saw a lot of that success this year. Is it a conversation? Do they understand it already? Or do you just keep going about business like it never happened?
No, yeah. I mean, I think you address it for a second and you recognize the season that they had. I think that's important, especially in this day and age. I think they need to know that they did a good job. I think, that's something that I would appreciate too as a player, understanding like, hey, what you guys did last year, you rewrote a lot of history, a lot of the history that's been a part of the program here, which is really cool to be a part of that. But, a big goal for mine is not just to have one good team. It's to have a great program. And that's something that you establish year after year after year. And I think we're really fortunate here to have a lot of sports with great programs. We share the facility with one with soccer. You look at softball, you look at
volleyball,
wrestling, bowling, volleyball. The history obviously for football speaks for itself. What Fred Hoiberg's doing with basketball is also great. I think I'm leaving somebody out for sure. I'm sorry, guys.
Rifle team. They're always, I want to say they're always pretty dominant.
Yeah, but it's just, to have an elite program, you just have to have a relentless motor. You have to constantly be working at your craft. You have to constantly, coaching staff included, have to be looking for ways to get better, have to be adjusting to the times. You have to be doing it all, and you have to be doing it all at the very best level. So I think if we're able to do that, starts with me, leading the team, making sure that, from the top down, things are happening the right way. And then the guys need to take some ownership too, and say, hey, like, this is our program, or these 4 seniors that we have, this is the last year playing with the Scarlet and Cream on. That's got to mean something to you, and for them, I really truly believe it does. And I think they want to leave. Last year was great. I think they want to do one better than those seniors. So it's a competition. You got to find ways to motivate them each and every day. They always come, with something going on. You gotta stay on them. But I think this group really understands it, and they want to be great. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and motivation always helps when you get some fans in the stand, and we'll talk about that as well as you guys get some fun things coming up here in the not too distant future. So don't go anywhere. We got to throw it to our final break here. Ticket Tennis Hour. Peter Kobelt, men's tennis head coach, Harrison Arns. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. See a high around 71. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 58. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies with a light breeze. International high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I could have today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
God can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Wrapping things up, Ticket Tennis Hour. We got the head coach of the men's tennis program, Peter Kobelt. We got 4 minutes left here, roughly. Peter Kobelt, you did hand me a sheet of paper when you first came in, the Lincoln Challenger, and we do got some barcodes. If you guys ever swing down, you can learn more about it as well. But let you fill me in on what you brought to me today and what's coming up for this tennis program, and more importantly, happening here in Lincoln.
Yeah, so Top Notch is running a professional tennis tournament here later in the fall, October 12th through the 19th. They sent me a few flyers to pass out. One of them is a way to help contribute to the tournament financially. That's something that we got to do in order to have this event keep coming back year after year after year. So we're looking for people that want to get involved with the tournament from the tennis community or just from the community here in Lincoln. You're supporting tennis, putting rackets in kids' hands. There's a lot of cool events going on. Amazing tennis coming to town. Some of the best players in the world. I think the list just came out, and the number 1 seed will be 150 in the world, respectively, for tennis.
Okay.
So really cool stuff. But yeah, if you want more information on how to get involved with the tournament, the Top Notch is gracious enough to give away some of their wild cards to our players as well. So our own players will be playing in it, which is a really cool event for not just them, but also for the community to come and watch some of the guys compete against some of the best players in the world. And yeah, like I said, if you're looking to get involved, you can reach out to the guys here at the Ticket, 93.7 the Ticket, or you can get online, go to lincolnchallenger.com. All the information's on there as well. You can reach out to Alex Guthrie at Top Notch Management at Alex at topnotchmanagement.com. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me as well too. All my information's online. I'm super easy to find and get a hold of, and the guys here can help you out too. But we're looking to build tennis. I know volleyball is coming on after this. Jalen, those guys have a monster that they're building. They're having an unbelievable year. We're trying to create our own little monster over there at the tennis center. And I think this tournament that Top Notch is bringing to Lincoln is for me one of the North Stars of the tennis community and a way forward into bringing more tennis here to the state of Nebraska. And it's a super exciting time to be a part of the tennis programs and to be a part of this event. So yeah, super exciting stuff.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's super easy to find. LincolnChallenger.com, and it starts October 12th through 19th, year 2. And I do think there is a passion for tennis. It's just the opportunity for Nebraskans to go find tennis. Because I was talking to Tristan Gomez off air, asked him if he ever played tennis down there in the Omaha area. He played it recreationally. I played it. I know everyone who's played it recreationally. It's not like we're blind to it, but an opportunity to actually go watch some real competition and see what it looks like at that next level. And then final question I got for you. How cool is it for your own team to kind of have that opportunity again, just to go see it and be around it and to be potentially against, maybe some future U.S. Open talent?
Yep. One of the players that entered into the tournament is Rafael Jodar. He was the number 1 junior in the world. He plays number 1 for University of Virginia. I believe he's going to be a top 50, top 25 player when his time's ready. So guys like that are coming through and, having for our guys to have the chance to compete against players like that on their home courts in front of their home crowd, sleeping in their own bed, eating food that they're used to eating is amazing. It's helping us a lot on the recruiting trail, bringing in some bigger recruits here into town. I really truly believe once they get here and they see everything, all the resources, I think we're going to have the opportunity to land some of these guys, and having a tournament like this here only helps with that a lot. So
definitely. Again, I can't recommend it. LincolnChallenger.com. I'll definitely be checking it out. I recommend you guys do the same as we're trying to blow up tennis right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I appreciate you guys listening, but don't go anywhere. We got more coaches coming up next year. Jalen Reyes debuting his new show as well. And of course, this has been Ticket Tennis Hour with Peter Kobelt. It'll be a weekly occurrence every Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m. Appreciate you guys listening, but like I said, don't go anywhere. Plenty more left here on Ticket Weeknights.